Welcome back to Wells Adventures. Luke, Jordan and I have head out for a hunt. We just got Boof, Master, Hughie. It's a bit of a wind blowing, so we're going to just head out along the flats and see if we can pick something up feeding out there, and hopefully the dogs are cracking. They're pretty keen, as you can see. Big Hughie, he's excited.
Yeah. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
We were just heading up the road just then and spotted this little black and white boar just trotting up the road. As we just kept driving up, we stirred the dogs up and got us some good footage there as he's just propped on the road. We thought we were going to get him straight on the road, but as he's took off, he's headed straight for some barbed wire fence around some tanks and propped up in there. Boof hit him first and the rest of the dogs come in and helped out, but he's a good little pig, about 60 kilos, and the dog's done really well there to pull him up in the barbed wire and everything like that. It was pretty full on there at one stage, but we got him. And
this is the barbed wire fence that the boar ran straight to, and he propped himself over this side of the fence here, as you can see, and that's where Boof's come through here and hit him right here at this tank. But as you go around this barbed wire fence, you can see this is all wool, all hair off Master and the dogs. And we actually as soon as we dispatched the pig, checked the dogs, not because we were worried about the pig hurting them, we were just worried about what damage this barbed wire's done to them. But everything's all good, so awesome start. Let's keep going. Get a quick coffee going, head off. So we're gonna collar up the dogs now. Gonna take pretty well the same team as last night. Yeah, we'll go for a lap now, and we'll come back. We might start a little fire, have a rest for the other, and then we'll take the other boys out. So yeah, let's get into it. Good mate, let's go.
yeah, look at them all. Look at them all. Yeah. Master's got his own. Good dogs, good dogs. Here. Good boy. Good boy.
Here's the 3 pigs we just got then. We couldn't have planned it much better. We only left camp there probably 10-15 minutes ago and come around the paddock, this open country here, and they took off into this gully, and sure enough there was a whole mob there and took off after him, got the dogs onto him. The 2 older dogs, Boof and Hughie, grabbed one little one on their own, and Soxy, the little pup, grabbed another little one on her own, and then Big Master kept going and caught the bigger one on his own over further. So he ran past all of them with their own pig and got his own. So them wolfhound pups are only just over 12 months old. Exciting to see what sort of career he'll have.
Good pig. Get over. Good boy.
Good boy, Master.
So the boys have just gone and caught the pigs with the other dogs. These 2 have just walked up. Wait!
Hello, yeah, she was going. Oi, quick. What? There's 2 massive boars at the buggy.
just called Blake back up. He's coming with the other dogs. Those 2 pigs are still just in their little tree there.
Jordan rang us, said there's 2 big pigs sitting in the buggy. So we run the dogs back. Where are the others? He's a big pig. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hughie. Oh, play.
Straight up. We just caught that really big sow with Hughie. We thought it was a massive boar. It ended up being a sow. Showed great heart, just ended up going into it. We got rid of it, but Boof, Master and Socks have taken off after another pig out to nearly 300 metres, and we're just trying to track them now, but righto, Boof's just here. What's he doing? Nah, he's just coming back, walking back.
Here's the boar and the sow that we just got. Dogs took off, and as they took off, George yelled out and said, "Oh, there goes a pig there." And as you've seen on the footage, he was giving the dogs a runabout, and Big Master's a pup. He ended up hitting him first and swinging him around, and then they had to hit him a second time. Blake and I were down there. Geordie rings up and says, "There's 2 right at the buggy." So yeah, then we end up running the dogs back up the hill. Hughie, Boof and Master took off down the hill, and Boof and Master split, and they went another way. Hughie ended up bailing this big sow up in that log. I'll give it to him, he's a little goer. He kept persevering and got her, and then we took off looking for Boof and Master. By the time we got to them, I had the camera on Boof, so we seen that they had hold of another pig like this one. By the time we got this one sorted and got Hughie out of trouble, they had ended up letting it go, and yeah, it was a bit of a shame, but at the end of the day, the dog's safety and health comes first, and I'd much rather let them keep going than try and hold them and hurt themselves. So it was a awesome hour of pigging, and we're going to head back now. Going to grab the other team of dogs, swap these ones over, and we'll come back with some scales, and want to get a weight on her because she looks massive. How big do you reckon?
I reckon she'll be over 100 kilos, so it'll be interesting to see.
Piglet.
Boy, get him! You know, good dog, good boy. Woo! We just got these 3 pigs just then. Good sow with a couple of little piglets. We're just heading back out. Literally just finished with the pigs that we caught earlier. Hughie and Boof just left, went into this scrub here, and the sow took off with a couple of slips, and Hughie went straight to the front, ran past all these little slips, which was good. It doesn't normally happen, and hit the sow, and Boof picked up that little brown and black fella, and then we ran the dogs on out further and got that other little piglet there. So it was unreal. There's a bit getting around at the moment. The wind's blowing pretty hard, but they seem to be managing, and we're getting a couple of good results. So it was awesome. Macro.
Let's call these 2 boys up, and we'll take Teeny for a run. Chiefy's still good, he's coming again. And then the others will rest, and we'll either hunt them late tonight or hunt them in the morning. But yeah, there's plenty of pigs getting around, so there's no point wearing out one lot of dogs. We'll just share the workload, and yeah, hopefully we go alright.
We've only done like probably a quarter of the place so far and had that much action, so we're hoping to get out the very back on some flats, and where the gullies are, where we normally go, right? And hopefully there's a few getting about out there. So done bugger all over the place so far. Well,
What are we thinking?
what is it? 70? 71? Yeah, it's just not balanced yet. Yeah, 70 kilos.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh,
102, 103.
102 kilo.
Oh, it's 102.50.
Honestly, massive effort. Like Hughie's a 35 kilo dog. Little bugger just went straight in and wouldn't give up.
No, we went real well. Me and Luke got the job done at the end, but it was a bit adrenaline pumping there. She had him up against the tree a couple of times, as you see in the footage, and giving it to him, but he never gave up. It was awesome.
Oh, you just get the dogs in there. Get the dogs running.
There's the pig just up here on the hill. Luke's going to get the drone up. I'm going to run in. Here! Get him, Roger! Get him! Get him! Good dogs! We just come through the bottom gate just down there, and Jordan and I looked up to the right on the hill here and spotted a little black thing, and we thought it was a pig, but then it wasn't moving, and then Jordan said, oh no, it moved. So what we did is we parked the buggy and I headed in around to try and get the wind in the favour for the dogs, and it's still, because the pig didn't really move until the last minute, they still couldn't quite get onto it, but once it took off, actually Teeny spotted it, and then Rog beeline for Teeny, and we end up getting her. She's a nice probably 40 kilo pig, and yeah, it was awesome by the dogs. The new team's out, so they'll really keen, and with a bit of this they'll settle them down again. So what are you actually building?
a teepee. What's wrong with it?
So Blake and George has just got the fire going. We'll wait probably an hour or so, get some coals going, and then we've got a nice Scotch fillet roast here. Shout out to Munster Street Quality Meats. Dave and the boys there set us up with some a nice cut of meat here. I'll show you a bit closer in a second. But yeah, that's tonight's dinner. The boys not only keep us fed well while we're out here, the chief and all his big hairy mates get a couple of kilos of chicken mince a week off the boys as well. So they do it all. If you're in the Port Macquarie area, go see Dave and the boys.
Why don't you go on the bed, Chief? You're on the bed, bud. Before it gets dark.
Just had some breakfast and we're going to head out. We're actually packing up today to go home, but we're going to head out. It's a bit windy, but it's an overcast day, and last night I went for a quick run. Didn't do too much. Didn't go
any good there. So this morning we thought, bugger it, we'll go out again. Yesterday, this time of the day, we went really well. So we'll see if we can get a few more before we head off home. We've got pretty well everything packed up. We've just got to load it up when we get back. So that's what we'll do. So let's get into it.
I'll drive the buggy out. Call him, Blake. Oh, yeah, there, I'll do it. Master's, I'll do it. Three. Good boy, Hughie. Good boy, mate.
So we just come through the first gate down in the gully and come up around the corner, and Boof launched off real keen. We started looking about and we seen a mob of they're all about 20 kilo just taking off up the hill here, and the dogs took off. Master ended up spotting them and put all the dogs on to the rest of them. We ended up getting 3 out of it. Boof got one on his own, Hughie got one, and Master got one. And yeah, it was real good, all 3 boars. So they're not real big, but the farm will be real happy.
Well, that's it for another trip. Cracking trip. Dogs went awesome. Got another 3 this morning, as you've seen. And now we're just heading off home. But it's a good trip, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome. Dogs done real well.
There was 14, a few little ones and a couple of real good big ones.
Yeah, we got a couple of good big ones yesterday, and then a couple of smaller ones. But
Buggies needs a good clean when we get home. But yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot, and it's also free. And till next time, we'll see you out there.
go. Welcome back to Wells Adventures. Luke, Jordan and I are heading out.
Nice one.
Getting out of bed?
No. So we're just gonna head off now. 2 seconds.
Just collar the butt. Yeah, I'll go again.
What's the problem?
These stupid big muddy tyres are flicking up mud everywhere, just covering the buggy, me, Rog.
Well, I got an idea. Get out and walk.
Do you good if you get out and walk. You'll have to strap that green one up.
It's like 9:30, so how do you feel? A little bit tired?
Blame yourself if you want to play.
Mag. A little bit stuck. What could possibly go wrong? Woohoo!
Don't go through there again.
And reasonably dry.